Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everyone. So today we would like to present to all of you our research paper entitled Youth Volunteerism, Motivating and Challenges Factor. Before that, I would like to introduce myself as Noorfadhleen binti Mahmud, and the other two of the members of the group are Noor Madinah and Dayang Nur Shahida.
For our problem statement, according to Rabun and et al. 2017, volunteer program could be easily understood as a group of individuals who come together to help those in need. Even though the spirit of volunteerism has greatly been embedded in Malaysian culture, but the proneness that demotivate them to participate in volunteerism, particularly among university students, have not yet been clearly identified. So based on the articles that we have reviewed, there are few constraints that lead to this study. Firstly, students have to face the university student mainstream life. As we generally know, university students have their own obligation in order to fulfill their courses demand. So in order to get themselves participate in volunteerism activities, they have to deal with lack of spare time, and to them, their students' commitments are way more important. Secondly, never being directly invited to be one of the volunteers. Lack of welcoming opportunities to encourage them was a significant constraint to initiating volunteer involvement among university students. Thirdly, the volunteering program itself did not grab the attention of university students. For example, if the volunteering program has no advantage that and has not lead to the personal development or something that can benefit the students, they are less likely to participate as a volunteer. These are our research question and research objective. We align our research question and research objective, which is our research question is what motivates university students to get involved in volunteerism, and the objective is to determine the motivating factors on students towards volunteerism in association. For the research question number 2, what are the challenges factor faced by university students towards volunteerism, and the objective is to identify the challenges in volunteerism among university students. And for the research question number 3, what is the relationship between motivation factor and volunteerism, and the objective is we have to examine the relationship between volunteerism and motivating factors. This figure shows our conceptual framework that is developed based on the related literature review. In this conceptual framework, we can see that the independent variable, which are the factors that actually influence students to get involved in volunteerism, followed by the constraint factors influencing volunteerism, while the dependent variable is volunteerism among students. For our research method, the type of sampling technique that we will use is convenient sampling technique to distribute our questionnaire. We distribute our questionnaire through Google Form due to COVID-19. Overall population of student Campus 1 and Campus 2 are 5,863. It was last updated on the December 2019. In terms of data collection procedures, we gathered our information from reviewing articles, that is literature review. From those info, we draft our questionnaire. For our research, each collection of questionnaire will be followed by a cover letter mentioning our title and gratitude to our respondent for giving their time to complete the questionnaire. And the questionnaire will be conducted in fully English. And in order to make our questionnaire convenient for the respondent to answer, we use Likert scale. It actually has six options. It answers the specific question, and results configured are easy to interpret as they are arranged on a scale. Before we distribute our questionnaire, we conduct a pilot study to test on a small number of individuals. We ask for the written feedback about the question and review the survey question over and over again. Around 15 male and 15 female students have been given sample of the questionnaire. Then after the pilot test, we distribute our actual questionnaire through Google Form. And lastly, of course, we will analyze the data collected.
I'm going to present on data analysis. First objective is to determine the motivating factors on students toward volunteerism in association. The concept is demographic factor to what level of volunteerism among UTM Sarawak, Campus Samarahan and Campus 2 students. The measurement is interval and the statistical analysis is multiple regression. Next objective is to identify challenges in volunteerism among university students. The challenges is time constraint, lack of information, and lack of institutional recognition. The measurement is interval, and the statistical analysis is multiple regression. Third objective is to examine the relationship between volunteerism and motivating factor. The independent variable is motivating factors and challenges, and dependent variable is volunteerism among university students. The measurement is also interval, and the statistical analysis is Pearson correlation analysis. For the reliability test, first variable is volunteerism motivation, which is under part B of our questionnaire. The number of items is 20 and the Cronbach alpha value is 0.95. It shows an excellent internal consistency. Next variable is challenges in volunteerism, which is under part C of our questionnaire. The number of items is 15 and the Cronbach alpha value is 0.85 and it shows a good internal consistency. The closer Cronbach alpha coefficient is to 1.0, the greater the internal consistency of the items in the scale. Based on George and Mallory 2003 rules of thumb, all the data that have been used in our study is reliable, as the Cronbach alpha value for both variables shows an excellent and a good internal consistency. Demographic profile of our respondent: most of our respondents are female, 59.3%, and most is aged 22 to 25 with 54.7%. Most of the respondents are Malay, which is 46.7%. Finally, most of our respondents are from other faculty with percentage of 69.3% and are mostly degree students, which is 52%. Findings for research objective 1. The main predictor of the motivating factor on student toward volunteerism is social needs, beta value equal to 0.30. For research objective 2, the main predictor of the challenges factor on student toward volunteerism is the lack of institutional recognition, beta value equal to 0.49. For research objective 3, the Pearson correlation result shows that there is a significant positive strong relationship between volunteerism and all the four motivating factors. R value for values is 0.69, understanding and career related 0.76, and then social need 0.80. All the p values are less than 0.05.
So as a conclusion, based on our study on UiTM Sarawak campus Mahad student, it is proven that in order for students to get involved in volunteer activities, social need is the most dominant factor that can motivate volunteerism, followed by lack of institutional recognition as the dominant challenge that can impede the volunteerism involvement among university students. So that's all from us. Thank you.